All right, it's January 14. It's Monday. What happened to me is quite a little bit busy. It's still a week of rehearsals because we have an opening night on January 17th for the Drowsy Chaperone. But I have to do some work as well. So I was planning to wake up, because we leave at 8:30, and as far as I know, I'll be going to the warehouse, and while Steve and Robert will go to Lantana. But what happened was I woke up at 7:45, and then suddenly I got a knock from under my door, and Steve told me like we have to leave. He said, "Oh, I thought we were going to Lantana to pick up the rental van." He said, "Well, no, we decided to go for the Enterprise in Riviera, which we rent for a bigger van." So I have to go with Steve then. I said, "Oh, well, give me a quick shower first. I have to dress up." So I did a quick shower and left at 8 o'clock with him. And for the first time, I was surprised that we didn't go to Dunkin' to get some of his coffee. So I said, because he asked me if I go for breakfast. I said, "No, I'm okay." We went straight to the warehouse, and we waited for Robert rather, or Bobette to bring the Jeep, because you have to use the Jeep for our event at the Kravis. We have two events today. And then by 8:30, Josh and Andy came, and the three of us, Andy, Josh, and I, went first to the Kravis to set up an event there. We usually use the bubble bowls with beads and the Gerber daisies floating with 2-inch floating candles there. And then Steve and Robert went to Riviera to pick up the van there. So by the time we're done, exactly the time we're done with the setup in the morning for the event in Kravis, Steve and Robert came with the van and picked up Josh. So they went down to South Beach in Ritz-Carlton to have another setup there for Dow Chemical. It's a company that hires us for the flowers and some events, and it's a direct one. So after that, Andy and I went back to the warehouse, and Andy left first, although the strike would be at 2 o'clock. So he went on his own first, while I stayed in the warehouse and did the 1099 for Robert, because I forgot to get his 1099. Then Angie and Debbie, the mother-daughter team who business for Orange Blossom, went there too to have their own, work. And then by 1 o'clock, because I was so busy, I had time to go out to Subway to pick up my lunch, then to get lunch for my own. And then by 2 o'clock, Andy came, and then Robert and Steve, as well as Josh, right timing, came back from Miami after that. So we brought Josh with us, going back to the Kravis for the strike. So after the strike, we brought everything back, and Josh cleaned up all those bubble balls already. And I still went back to the 1099 and some other stuff to prepare in the warehouse. And they're still working on some stuff with Steve and Robert. So Josh was done, and he went on his own. He went home. He took the bus, and Steve went ahead to buy some groceries. He said he's planning to get some spaghetti for tonight. So I went with Robert. We left around past 5 o'clock from the warehouse. Andy left already at the time, as well as Angie and Debbie. When we went home, Dan was here, Remo, doing my stuff, because, like I said, he was working on the electricity in my room. And so all of these things, the one that's there, see that? Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. That's broken already. I mean, there'll be no use anymore. He's going to cover that up, and he's going to replace it with a new one. And he's putting up some stuff somewhere else. That's why I'm in a lamp right in the kitchen, because the only one that's working for electricity is that thing there. Okay, it's a different outlet than the rest in the room. That's how it's darker in my bedroom. So I don't know how long it will take to do this. And after that, we had dinner first for the spaghetti and in the house. So the four of us, Robert, Steve, and Dan, as well as me, we had dinner, and I prepared myself. Went to the rehearsal it's a dress rehearsal for the Drowsy Chaperone, and it was like new things for us, because there's a big airplane at the end of the show, and I didn't know that. Like, whoa, it's a big, and like it's so many props, so many scene changes that I'm not adjusting myself, and I'm still got lost with the song for Nightingale for the choreography, as well as the show off. But I'm learning. We're getting there. We have the opening for Friends and Family on the 17th, which is Thursday, so I have 3 more days to go for that. And well, because one thing too, I forgot my script in the warehouse, so I was relying on that. And it's hard, like, oh, what's my scene change, if you, because I'm the only one who wrote my scene change. No one else would do that for me. So anyway, I learned from that. And then uh, Rob usually gives us notes through email now, but he gave us some notes that night. I mean, this night, as well as Jody, but they're very nice. And after that, even Rogers, he told us to practice with Nightingale with Michael, and I saying, well, you didn't teach us about the Nightingale song. We didn't even know that we have to sing there or something. So we learned it ourselves. And I know he's a little busy. So after the rehearsal, I went out the back door for the parking lot, and I chat with Stacy and Peter, and then Stacy left, and then Peter's son Drew, and then Ashley went with us a little chat. I told her we're gonna go to Miami tomorrow. I said, "Oh, try the Cuban coffee," you know. So I went ahead, and then Peter went ahead, but I called Peter if he wants to see my place. So he followed me, and then I showed him the room. It was like under repair, and before he went home. So tomorrow I'll be working. I have to wake up early, like 5:30, because we have to leave by 6 or 6:30 from the house to go down to Miami. So I need a beauty rest. Alrighty, so that's what happened. Thank you. See you then. Bye.